All right, boys and girls, it is time once again for the Guys Weekend podcast. I am Josh Tenney, along with, as always, he's suave, debonair. He's got the layout of all of his gaming controllers right next to him. It's a beautiful thing. Don't mind the discoloration on the window behind him.
Funny story about that.
Brandon Parks.
Somebody peed my shorts Friday night.
Phew.
I don't know who. It was really weird because we ended up going to. So we went to a haunted house. Okay, I don't think I've ever been to a haunted house. Maybe like we did the little one up there at the cabin for like Indian Festival. To me, that's not really a haunted house. It was just like I don't know. You go through. It's a little kid thing to do or whatever. So we went on Friday night to the Factory of Terror with Krusty and Tice and the gang, and they did a bar crawl there. Now, I think I would much rather just do the bar crawl next time because that was pretty cool. The haunted house, on the other hand, yeah. Maggie was scared shitless, and then she got shit-faced, and it was bad. It was real bad. So we get home, I don't know, 11:30, midnight. Maggie goes to bed. Naturally, Tyson and I walk over to Nathan's to have a little pocket beer, which then leads to us going to Denny's at 3:30. We then arrive home, and I go to bed. I wake up the next morning wearing my flannel jacket, buttons all mismatched, no shirt, and a long sleeve shirt as shorts. Not entirely sure how that went down or why that was a thing. I'm not sure. So when I come down Saturday morning, I'm like, oh, there's some basketball shorts. I'll throw these on. I'm like, why are these wet? So naturally, I had to smell them. Wasn't water. I'm like, how did this happen? I'm like, these were not the shorts I was wearing last night. And they were on my steps. No idea. No clue. I looked on the floor. There was no mess on the floor. Somebody peed my shorts that I wasn't even wearing.
Hey, Magoo didn't happen to be over at your house, did he?
He was not. He was not. Crisper was fine too. But yeah, it was odd. I don't know. We still don't know. It's a mystery. Last night we had the Halloween movie marathon, and it was awesome. Willis and Sharon came over, Mike and Erica. Their 2 dogs with 7 legs. Yeah.
Combined, not they don't each have 7 legs.
Yeah, combined, yeah. And then I lost my phone for I don't know, from 10 o'clock until 10 o'clock this morning. No idea. So I get online and I do the Find My iPhone, tear apart the entire outside just to find it in the couch, even though we all looked in the couch 6 times last night. Ridiculous. But the Halloween movie marathon was great. We had some banging food. I made some hot pepper soup. Oh, it's perfect. There's still some outside, actually. It stayed out all night, so it should be good to eat today.
Yeah.
Going to anyway. Tice just rode the Grom home to go pick up the stuff for the breakfast strata. So I'm excited for that. A little breakfast strata. We got some fresh sourdough bread. We stimulated the economy yesterday in downtown Canton. They had a farmer's market. We bought a lot of fresh produce and some meat off of our friends at Ellington Farms. And man, it was so good. We got some double smoked pork chops on last night. 4 dozen wings, hot pepper soup, fresh everything. Oh, first time I ever actually made tomato sauce on my own. And not in a can. Turned out pretty good. So I'm looking forward to eating the leftovers today.
Yeah.
Oh, and tonight is the final episode of House of the Dragon. Brad wants to do a synopsis episode. I said, absolutely. So maybe next week we have him on there.
Yep.
I haven't watched Rings of Power. Did you watch all of them?
No,
No.
it's
Okay.
it's a tough watch.
I know. Alex told me
It's
that.
like reading a Sherlock Holmes story.
Oh, yeah.
It's good and it's a good mystery, but you got to power through that fucking thing.
Mm. Alex is saying it's sticking to the books, so it's a good thing. I just don't know. I'll wait. Oh, they already have all their shit out, right? It was only 80 episodes, I thought.
Yeah.
So I guess I could watch it this week. So we're ready for the episode next week. Yeah, we'll see. Brad can just tell me all about it because I know he's watched them all. So
We'll see what I can get through.
yeah. Well, you've only got what, like 5 more?
Yeah, something like that.
That's not too bad.
I gotta catch up on House of the Dragon too. I ain't been staying current.
Oh, it's fantastic. You're missing all the feet picks and everything.
Everybody knows how I feel about feet.
Yeah. Oh, I got a new vehicle.
Oh yeah. You said they messaged you while we were up at the cabin playing a little shuffleboard.
They had a price that was too high, so I didn't even end up getting that Jeep.
They ended up upcharging that fucking thing.
Oh, listen, they came back and they were like, "Hey, because the original payment was, over $700." And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So he calls me Monday night. He's like, "Hey, let's get the paperwork going. You come in and pick it up Tuesday. Good to go." I'm like, "Sweet." So he calls me and he's like, "Hey, I got the payment down lower." I'm like, "All right, cool. 680." I'm like, No. He goes, "All right, I'll do my best." He comes back at like 598. I'm like, "Guy, I'm not paying $600 a month for a Jeep. I'm just not doing it. A basic Jeep at that." He's like, "Well, I'm sorry we couldn't, make a deal and come through on it." I'm like, "Yeah, it sucks." So I went Tuesday, looked around. Wednesday, I went to Kane Toyota, walked in. I said, "I want to finance. I would like to lease a truck." So I am the proud leasee of a 2023 Toyota Tacoma. And I've already driven it up and down the hill like 6 times. So it works. It's got a cooler in the back, and I fit 12 beers, 2 tall Trulies, and a bag of ice. And that was I could probably fit almost, I don't know, a 24-pack in there. It's fantastic.
Nice.
So bridge beers next cabin trip are going to be perfect.
So my thing is like I don't see the need of why I would need to spend like $45,000 to $60,000 on a vehicle. Like so my next vehicle I want it to be a truck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, just get a Nissan Titan or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That's like 35.
Yeah.
Tops, and that's getting it decked out at 35.
Yeah. It's the way to do it. I mean, it's still going to do everything you need. You could do truck shit,
Yeah.
So.
All I needed to do is fucking get wood back to home from the cabin.
That's why I have this. I'm excited. I am excited to get my first load of wood. That sounds dirty.
Giggity.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So Brandon, I don't know if you saw, but this week was the release of Gotham Knights.
I did. I didn't look any further into it because
I've been reading some of the reviews, it's looking like the biggest flop of 2022 for a major game franchise.
Yeah. They really shit the bed with that one.
I guess the performance of the game is awful. Just I guess it struggles to hit 30 FPS.
That is terrible. Listen, our phones can pretty much do 30 FPS. Like, come on. What are you putting out that just Uh, I just feel like they didn't care. They were just kind of like, all right, yeah, cool.
There are like hardcore gamers that like quotes that have been said. This is genuinely maybe one of the worst UIs I've seen in a game ever.
Oh, so
It's got
bad.
I mean, the scores on like, I mean, they're barely even hitting like 60s on any of the
I was,
scoring
I was gonna say I've got
thresholds.
Kotaku pulled up right now, and that's yeah, the article's like, yeah, this game's terrible. It's just not good.
So, have you played any of the Arkham series games?
Yes, it's been a while, but yes,
I would say that the Arkham games were probably the best DC franchise uh, anything since the Dark Knight series.
yeah, they were good. I mean, I
Yeah,
enjoyed them. Um, yeah,
in-depth story,
yeah, it
a
was
lot of
great.
shit you can do.
It ran at over 30 FPS, which was cool.
Not not a the gameplay wasn't overly frustrating.
Yeah, and then they lay this hot turd out there, and just
Mm-hmm.
not good at all.
Just it's like shitting all over somebody's chest that didn't ask for it.
But that should make Overwatch fans or the developers of that game take a little less flack since it flopped so bad. Um, they're still having problems with that, which is crazy. And I get it. Like every year, it was always a thing. Like when we would have, I know it's not the same as Gotham Knights, but every time like GTA, well, I can't say GTA because it's been 37 years. Um,
Gonna be waiting
but
another
like
45.
yeah, like Call of Duty or whatever, it would come out. You go to play online, and then the servers are down. Like it just crashes the servers, and it's like, man, like how are we still? Why is this still a thing? Like how are we like putting? How are they getting games out here, and we have problems day one with them? It's wild.
See, now you probably know more about this. I'm not real big on the technical aspects of game designing and stuff like that. Is
Hmm.
this something they could fix with a few updates, or is this like an internal issue that it's just
They should
forever
be
fucked?
they should be able to fix it.
Okay.
They'll put out some type of patch. It'll probably take a few, but with the first biggest update, they'll probably address most of the issues, and then everything after that's just kind of trickling down, kind of like what they did with Cyberpunk. And I guess now Cyberpunk is fantastic. It's got a bunch more people back playing after the Edge Runners shows on Netflix. People
I'll
love
wait
it.
for
So,
that. I'll wait for that Black Friday deal when it's $25.
oh yeah, it's worth it. Damn good game. Um, yeah. So hopefully they fix it. I mean, people were already asking for refunds and everything, and it's like, damn man, that sucks.
Like I'm a big Batman guy, and I think honestly, until Red Dead 2 came out, my opinion, uh, Arkham Knight was probably the best game I've ever played.
Yeah.
It was that good. So this is very disappointing. Very disappointing. It's like it came out like out of nowhere too. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't like a big like hoopla about the
Yeah. There wasn't a
release
lot
or
of hype
anything like
over it or
that.
anything.
I
Yeah.
mean, I read about it coming out sometime this year in like May, but nothing.
Yeah. As I say,
No,
I think I
I'm
grazed an
I'm even
article.
I'm even a member on DC Infinite,
Oh yeah.
and I get their newsletters. Not one fucking mention in their newsletters about this game
it's
releasing.
it's kind of like they already knew it was going to flop. They just didn't have
Probably.
any high expectations, and then they just said, "You know what? Here's your game."
If that's the world without Batman, I don't want a world at all.
I agree, man. Well, yeah. Oh, speaking of games, there was an article that I read. You jogged my memory there with saying you read an article in May about that. I was reading about a new wrestling franchise game. that they're going to do. And it goes through, I thought it was pretty cool. They were talking about maybe doing the options of like being a manager and you manage like wrestling events and stuff like that. And you're in charge of setting it up and dealing with the wrestlers and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, that would be kind of cool. And then they had the, from rags to riches story where you start off as Joe Blow that nobody likes and, work your way up through the system to eventually be, an all-star. So I'm kind of curious to see if that came out because you got the last wrestling game that came out, right?
I got the WWE 2K22. It's
Yeah.
better, a lot better than 2K20. 2K20 was full of bugs and just oof.
Oh, terrible.
The gameplay wasn't great. They didn't do much different. They just reworked it to where it wasn't so glitchy.
They fixed the bugs.
Yeah, but and they put in the GM mode on this one, so I'm hoping
okay.
the next year 2K23 they kind of build upon that because it was very basic layout on that. They do something like Madden's been doing and NBA 2K series have been doing with you have your own story mode with your character and stuff like that. They've been doing that the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
But they're also like I'll say this, like if you're a wrestling fan, there are other gaming apps that you can go through. There's one really popular one, really good, but you will if you play this thing for an hour, you fucking drain your battery so much. It is so they have different things you could do where you can actually wrestle, where you can run the promotion or whatever. I can't remember. I downloaded it a few years ago, and they just have. It's called Wrestling Revolution. They have different versions of it that you can, go through and do either or.
Cool.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope they kind of build on what they did this year with a lot of things they did.
Hell yeah. I'm sure they're going to start listening to, fans and people who play the game. It's kind of great now that
it's a 2K game. We'll see.
So speaking of 2K, I purchased 2K23, the
PGA Tour.
PGA Tour, yeah. So I get on there. They basically reskinned from the last game. Looks great. It's fantastic. Gameplay's pretty smooth.
I just wish the creation of the people, like your player, was more along the lines of being as in depth as it was when EA had it. Back in like 2012,
mint right there. That so good. Back when Tiger was on the cover. He's back now.
Back when Tiger was fucking women and nobody knew about it,
Yep. Social media, cell phones. Yeah, so I get on there and I start playing the first, you go through the last round of the first tournament or whatever. Instantly turned it off. I think I played 4 holes and I'm like, motherfucker. Every shot was just they lean heavy now into when you slice it or whatever, it's very hard. Before you could kind of recover from it, midway, you're basically the only thing that really mattered was driving and putting. The mid game is a huge thing on this. And let me tell you, it's a motherfucker. I was hitting shots that were just slightly off perfect and it's fucking on the next fairway. I'm like, oh, with no wind, 2 miles an hour.
It's like the real thing.
Yeah. It's just man, that's fucking frustrating. But I'll hop back on there and give it some more time. But that's the first time I've used my Xbox in I don't know, a month. Just still dragging through on God of War. That comes out in 2 weeks. Excited.
I'm trying to. I haven't played my Xbox in a few weeks, mostly because when I was taking the TV upstairs so we can do some redneck. The wife would play Disney Dreamlight, and then I would play whatever I wanted to play on another TV in the living room. I went to pull out one of the cords, the HDMI cords. I didn't pull it out of the TV before I pulled the TV. Fucking just pulled that fucking cord right out. Like
Oh,
I went back this weekend to get a new HDMI cord, but I still haven't fucking used it. So
yeah. I'm looking forward to the winter months and sober November. Playing a lot of video games on Mondays, so I'm cool with that. We'll see how it pans out.
So we apparently were ruffling some feathers on Facebook this weekend.
No shit. Did you see the latest comment?
Oh yeah,
Like 10 minutes ago?
it's bullshit.
No, you, sir, are bullshit. Okay, take it
Like,
and stuff it up your ass. I gotta wonder like what the ad. So like it gives me the options when you go to like boost an ad or whatever. Do you want to manually pick who it's targeting? Do you want Facebook to figure it out based on algorithms? Do you want it to be? I mean, they give you pretty much control over where you want it to go and how you want to do it. So it's like, do you want more post engagement? Do you want more comments? Do you want more likes? What do you want out of this ad or whatever? So I just kind of put it on there as boosting it to smart audience, whoever it would pertain to, and just post engagement to people that see it basically. And how in the fuck did we end up with these two jabronis? I'll never know. What a gomer. Like part of me wants to just, get on there and start fucking flaming them. But at the same time, at least we're getting engagements.
Well, the first one was like, how
weird
dare
as
you
shit.
use my number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're using my account on an iPhone. You're using my iPhone for your account or some shit like that. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And then like she proceeded to lead on with my account got hacked my phone and lost this and that. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, sorry. But while you're here, go ahead and like, subscribe, and give us a listen. And they didn't like that either. Good shameless plug in the comment thread. And and then this morning, we're finding all the gomers online, and it's like, man. I guess if it goes off of Schmanden's friends, there's not many, so I don't know. I don't know how that works. But hey, I'm here for it. I like the feather ruffling. If you don't like it, don't listen. Just kidding. Listen, like, subscribe, share.
How much bullshit was it for how much bullshit could it have been if you took the time to comment on it,
Right. Yeah. Like that's what you did with your day today? That's what you decided? Like were you on the shitter and you're just scrolling through and you're like, this is bullshit. How do you know it's bullshit if you didn't listen? You might like it.
The analytics didn't go up.
Yeah. So what's that guy's name? Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
David Cronin.
Dave Cronin.
Like Cronin. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what, Dave Cronin of I don't know where he lives. I don't really care.
Hey, look.
Fuck you, buddy.
Swipe through his profile pictures.
Oh, I did.
So
this guy. Like, what's the fucking neck beard you got right there, bud? Like, Jesus. This guy probably doesn't leave the house. He just aggressively jerks off to whatever he can find in his room.
I mean,
and then bitches about politics all day.
We've all been there.
RTC, what? You a nurse? I wear it because I care. So this profile picture is actually the little banner he has on here is for Cleveland Clinic. So I wonder if he's in Ohio. Probably not.
Sounds like a road trip.
What's up, bud? You want to be on the show? What a jabroni. It's bullshit. No, sir. I'm going to comment back now. No, sir. You are bullshit.
Making friends.
Yep. Woke up this morning.
This
Insurance
is the
filing.
kind of thing that makes it's gonna Schmanen's not even gonna be able to boost.
Yeah. Oh man, like every time I log into my profile, like my regular profile, uh, they remind me of how many strikes I have, all the violations that I have on my account. I'm like, man, like there's no coming back. Like I don't think it's ever gonna get scrubbed. So I think the next move is Schmanen's gonna have a few other people with other accounts like Schmein Schmeiss, um, Schmanthony Schmud. We talked about it last night. So be a lot of those folks popping up just to burn it all down. Just to burn it down. Oh, did you see Clerks 3 came out?
I did.
I seen that it was available to rent on Xbox, and I kind of want to watch it. Clerks 2 fan for sure. I don't think my wife's ever actually seen. I can guarantee you she's never seen it.
Did you also see that old Ye bought Parlor?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
wow, making moves. That'd be interesting. I wonder how long before it just gets out of control.
But by the end of the year,
I
he's going to
didn't
go
think
back. He's going to go back off his meds.
I didn't think Parlor was still a thing.
Well, yeah, Parlor's still a thing. It got bought by a group. I think like Ivanka Trump's like husband got a group together and bought Parlor.
Okay.
And that was like a year and a half ago. Whenever they got banned from all the fucking platforms and stuff.
So maybe I need to maybe Schmanda needs a Parlor account.
Maybe.
See what happens. Get it on the ground floor before it takes off again.
Yeah. And then when's that deal going through with Elon and Twitter? That was supposedly a done deal.
I believe they backed out of it.
Did they again?
Yeah. Due to, I don't know, something on Elon's side they looked into, and it was, I don't know, some mumbo jumbo about how he can't afford it or this and that. And I'm like, what do you mean he can't afford it? Motherfucker's putting cars in space. He can afford to buy Twitter. Get over it.
You can afford to buy your life.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it was just more of a publicity thing to get people talking about it. And it just hasn't worked out. People are still freaking out about the Activision Blizzard deal for Microsoft. Like one of the head guys for Sony came out and basically flamed the shit out of Microsoft for saying that they're trying to corner the market. They're going to have a monopoly. They're not giving. They're going to have all the exclusivity on Microsoft and all Xbox games and yada 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 yada. And they basically came out and said, "Look, we're not doing that. Like, just chill out." They're still. I mean, I know the deal doesn't go through. I think until beginning of next year, but the fact that this is still a thing and people are pissed off, it's like, man, just chill out. Let Microsoft, you know, like they're going to come through. They're going to spend the money.
You act like Sony wasn't doing that for like the last 15 years.
No shit. Like, yeah. Let me play Spider-Man on Xbox. Oh, I can't? Okay. Let me play God of War on Xbox. Oh.
Okay. MLB The Show for
the show, yeah.
10 years was exclusive to Sony.
And now Microsoft just talks about, oh, maybe it'd be cool to have Call of Duty as an Xbox exclusive, because they still do this shit where it comes out. Like, for instance, if you pre-ordered the new one, you got to play the campaign a week early. Only on PlayStation. That's okay. Get fucked. Like, I don't get it. And then you have Nintendo is just staying in their own lane, and they're pretty hyped because their new Pokemon game comes out next month, and they're just doing it up. They're living life, and they're just like, yeah, we don't care. We're just gonna keep making cool games for people to play, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
And like they're not coming out with like a new console every 3 years. They're just coming out with like updates of what they
Yeah,
already have.
yeah, and an OLED screen, which was a
Hmm.
fantastic move. I mean, good for them. And they're like, yeah, we know this shit's still gonna sell. Motherfuckers are still gonna be playing this. Like
Yeah,
the Switch. I mean, it's insane.
25 to 55-year-old women playing Animal Crossing.
Yes, just loving it.
Hmm. Sinking their money into that, like old Black Lung sinks his money into GTA Online.
the fact that the fact that you can still spend money on GTA Online is ridiculous. Like, come on, man. Like that's the only thing keeping that franchise alive is the fact that the Black Lung likes to just throw money at shark cards. Just
Yeah, hey,
take
listen, if you guys weren't fucking still throwing money at that shit, GTA 5 would be coming out, or GTA 6 would be coming out this
yeah,
year.
yeah, it'd be fantastic. And then you fucks have to keep it rolling. It's terrible. Gets me all. Russell's my Jimmy's.
Yeah, it'll be 20 years before we see a Red Dead 3.
Oh shit. It'd be really cool though.
Yeah,
Like super cool. And
another
actually, as I'm
game of the
sitting here,
year.
yeah, as I'm sitting here, I've got my Oculus that I haven't used in a little while. I just seen that they came out with a football game for that, and it's like sponsored by the NFL, and you're jucking and jiving and doing all the fun stuff. Might have to check it out. I haven't played that. Haven't played it in a long time. I still have the screen set up outside. I guess we could play Mario Kart on it today. That might be kind of cool.
So I guess a few weeks ago, I don't know if you read, they made a little announcement about The Witcher 4.
I did.
I guess it's going to be the beginning of a new trilogy. So that's going to be
Mhm.
interesting.
Damn. There it is. Another game that I haven't played.
I get so far in Witcher 3. It's like there's so much shit to do in The Witcher. Like
I
there's
know.
so much shit.
I'll have to put in some work on it, I guess.
Then I spent like 2 weeks on the DLCs
Yeah.
and shit. Like so much stuff and I never even touched any of the other, like the main story.
The main story, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I'm not far in that game. I think I just got done doing I'm a few main missions after when you got to kill that zombie baby thing.
Oh yeah,
Or that king or whatever.
this zombie baby.
Yeah. Because they give you the options to make sure it's okay, and then either way, it still ends up fucked, and you fight it and scream and yell at the TV, and yeah, that was fun. Ooh, my trigger just turned on. Oh, that means Tice is making the breakfast strata. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, so Witcher 4 would be cool. I think do they have any more books?
No, it's just the original series.
Okay. I was gonna say I got that for Christmas. I haven't read them either.
It's if you're one of those people that likes to sit down and like read a chapter before bed,
Yeah.
you're gonna be reading for a couple hours before you get to from chapter to chapter.
Oh fuck.
It's like 60 pages a chapter.
Holy
It's like
shit.
eight chapters in each book. It's a lot of
Wow.
shit.
That is a lot. Fuck. I have to start an hour before I go to bed just to
Yeah.
get halfway. Download the Audible or something.
Oh man, Audibles are great. I've read the entire Harry Potter series probably 4 or 5 times through Audible.
That'd be cool.
It's pretty. The one I have is it's an older guy just acting out all the voices of the young characters and stuff like that.
That's
It's
great.
so funny.
That is great. Wonder what you got to do to be like a voice reader for that.
You got to be able to read well. Got to have a soothing voice.
Yeah, I'm out. I could narrate a book.
I don't think we brought it up on the last episode we released, but Hagrid passed away.
He did.
Robbie
R.I.P. to
Coltrane.
R.I.P.
That's
one of the greats.
such a cool name too.
It
Robbie
is, yeah.
Coltrane.
It's what does he have any kids?
I think he does, yeah.
I did see that when that happened, that post was going around that circulated, I don't know, last year or whatever. He said, I'm not going to be here in 50 years, but Harry Potter will be, whatever.
That was from the HBO Max special they did, the anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't think I watched that.
Nah, I did. Me and the kids and the wife were like putting it off until we were all together, and then we just forgot about it. I think we should be doing that soon, though.
Solid.
I mean, hopefully the fucking game comes out sometime next year.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's just heartbreak after heartbreak.
It's got to be done. Like I don't know what's taking so long. Like
they don't want it to flop, I guess. I mean,
well, how's it gonna flop? It's not gonna flop.
Well, that's what they said about Cyberpunk and Gotham Knights.
But Cyberpunk didn't flop until the fucking game came out, and they fucked themselves on Cyberpunk because they listened to the fans wanting to. Hey, put it out now. I want this shit now.
That's fair. I mean, we're kind of doing the same thing with Hogwarts Legacy.
And look, I'm going to be honest with you. DC have been doing shit ass backwards for years, so it doesn't surprise me that Gotham Knights flopped.
Yeah, that's true. I do see that. I've seen that they're coming out with a new Sims game as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Amber was excited for that one.
How much more can you do? Like, you have to... To me, Sims is like Madden.
Yeah.
It's like, how much more can you do with that franchise?
So I think this one they talked about multiplayer finally, because none of the other Sims games have that. Or something else you could do. I don't know. I glazed over the article. I didn't really look because I haven't played Sims in years. But it makes a select few happy, I guess.
So. I don't think I played Sims since Sims 2.
The last time I remember playing it was in the basement at Skip and Michelle's old house when they still lived down by us. And you could enter the code Rosemary or some shit like that. And every exclamation point you put after the word was like a hack, and it gave you like $10 million every time you did it. So we just did that for like an hour. Just had billions of dollars to blow and spend on all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that's really like... You buy this huge plot of land, just make the biggest house you can think of with the most, like the shit you don't really need or use inside the house.
Yeah. Just to spend it.
My daughter plays Sims 4 right now on Game Pass, and every time she goes on that game, she's creating new characters. Like, she doesn't even like go through the progression. Like, she'll create a new character, create new characters. Like, she'll go through and do like themes too. Like, she'll do like Marvel characters, and then she'll do like Star Wars characters, but then she'll only play them for like 3 hours, turn it off, and then the next day she gets back on there. She's making new characters. Like, she doesn't even go through the progression of life on that game.
That's great. Erica was playing that for a little while too. Every time I see Mike Rader online, I'm like, why is Mike playing The Sims? That's weird. And then come to find out it was Erica, and then he ended up getting another Xbox and her own account, so he didn't have to have the confusion anymore. So
I don't know. You gotta. For me, like, when you have these other games like Disney Dreamlight and stuff coming out, and then you have like Animal Crossing, which is like a very simple thing. Like, it's not a difficult game. Like, why Why is Sims still a thing? Because they make it so fucking difficult with so many rules and so many.
It's just like the secret society of people keeping Long John Silver's open.
Oh, me.
Yeah, yeah. You and Alex, I believe.
Listen, don't hate on those chicken planks are amazing.
Oh, I listen. I hear you. But there's a select few that are keeping the Sims alive, and they want another game because apparently, like, I could see the progression of video games changing to what the new Skate game is going to be, to where they put out one game and it's like open sourced, and they consistently make
Updates to
additions to
it
it.
for
Updates. Yeah,
years for years.
yeah, because that would make the most sense. You pay once, and then you just get, you know, updates for life.
You're going to be paying for those updates though. Eventually, that's how it's going to be. You're
Yeah,
going to pay. You're going
yeah.
to pay $70 for this new game, and then $10 every couple updates.
Or it's free, and then they get you with like a year pass kind of deal.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which is going to end up being like $30.
Yeah. I don't know if it'd be worth it by then. Skate says that they're not going to do that with this game, and it's going to be free and have all the cool updates and forever. So I guess we'll see. I mean, shit, they're kind of doing that with GTA right now. So
Yeah, but you spend all your money up front on getting shit that you need to do these missions. Like you spend the whatever it is, the shark bucks or whatever,
yeah.
and then you be like Black Lung and go out and spend your paycheck on 500 million shark bucks.
Yeah. Blasphemy. That's what it is. It's blasphemy.
No, well, I mean, he's not making enough to buy $500 million.
No.
No.
He's not. We should get the gang back together and play some Halo or something. That'd be cool. We've done that in a while.
That game frustrates me.
It is. I think Huey was playing it. I think he's getting down on it now.
Huey's are our hope to make the big bucks in the gaming world.
Yep. I already told him. I said, I'll be your manager. I'll set everything up. What do you want to do?
Guys Weekend Podcast sponsors you.
Damn right. I said, I'll get you a little jersey, whatever you want. Let's do it. Just be good. Don't suck.
Yeah. Don't be like us.
Right. There's a reason we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Next thing you know, is he getting any good at playing with a keyboard?
No, not yet.
That's got to come next.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be like put like some sort of shocking mechanism on the wrong key, so he learns.
That's right. Oh, that's great. Did you know like most of those professional gamers have full-time like the teams have full-time masseuses for hands?
Oh, that'd be great.
Like every match or whatever, like every match day, they go through and they have like hand massages before and after to keep them limber and not arthritic.
Yeah, I need a full-time masseuse for my back.
No shit.
Every day after work.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I had to lay down the other day flat on the ground because my back hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have to go see a chiropractor by the end of this week. It's bad. My hips are definitely out of alignment. Like I can feel it popping in my right hip every time I take a step.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely got to go get that adjusted.
I feel like a new man for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, until it happens again.
I
think I go 4 weeks in between chiropractor appointments. Honestly, the only thing I really enjoy about that is the table that you get to lay on. It's like a taffy puller
that rolls up your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just
the cracks that happen that first roll. It's so relaxing and satisfying.
Yes, I could just sleep on there. I wanted to be like, hey,
I have.
They only put me on there for like 8 minutes. 7, 8 minutes.
I'm on there for like 15.
Oh, I wish.
take a little nap ski. Feel rejuvenated when I wake up.
It'd be so good. I'll just ask him, hey, can I come in here after hours and sleep for an hour or two on this thing?
Tell you what, that first time they do your neck.
Yeah.
Boy, that gets you.
Oh, it does.
That's a loud popping.
It's a lot. It is a lot. But man, it feels great. I'm always afraid like he's gonna push really hard and I'm gonna like shit myself. like I'm just trying my hardest just to keep it in. Like I know it's gonna happen one of these times. I'm just gonna let one loose. Because I make my appointments in the morning, so it's usually like 8:30 or whatever. So if I don't have time at home to restock the pond with brown carp, I'm like, man, one of these times he's gonna have me roll on my side and he's just gonna yeet. And my fart's gonna fall on the floor. Okay.
My chiropractor, when he wraps his arms around me, gives me that bear hug and just slams me back down to the table. It's the only time I ever want a man to do that to me.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh shit. Oh, I can smell the smoker. Oh yeah. Oh, it's
tell him to throw that hot pepper soup on there while he's at it.
I should text him. Well, shit, I gotta make sure Maggie went to the store. I need pellets. She's probably not. I don't think I heard her leave. She hasn't texted me, so
she's still sleeping. She's snoring downstairs right now.
She was awake, so she very well could be back to sleep. She goes, I have to run to the store today because Magoo and Bert are coming over to watch football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well, what do you get? She's like, I have to go get raspberries. I'm like, for what? She's like, well, Tabby ran out and wants Huey to eat raspberries. So she asked if I could go get raspberries. I'm like, okay, that's an odd thing. I'm like, well, while you're out, go ahead and just grab, I don't know, a Gatorade or something, because feeling a little rough ski.
We still need 2 more for FanDuel.
Oh shit!
Last check.
Yep, I'll do it. I'll have Tice do it too. Oh, it was nice winning last week. You know.
Yeah,
forgot what that was like.
I missed the last 2 weeks because I get the cabin last week completely. It's like I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I did mine Thursday before I came up, just to have it in there, just in case. And
would have been really fucked if one of those guys got hurt during practice Thursday.
Oh, I would have been pissed. Pissed. Trying to figure it out on the way home. Fuck, quick replace, and then it doesn't happen. Fuck, I feel like I'm gonna lose this week.
My ESPN fantasy league is not going well.
No,
I'm like 1-5. It's bad.
Oh shit,
it's really bad. It's not even like I'm not scoring points. Like it's just everybody else is scoring more. Yeah, it's bad. Going into week 4, I was like the second highest scoring team, but I was also like the most scored on. Like it was bad.
That's fucked.
Yeah,
man, just can't catch a break.
No.
Oh yeah, I guess I could check the other one. See if I won in that one too. That'd be cool. Oh, get out of here. No, I was last in the other one. Okay, that's fair. That tracks.
Yeah, checks out.
Shit.
That's gonna be the only good thing. Like this has to be the week I win something in FanDuel. Like I need some sort of win.
Yeah, yeah.
Somewhere because I'm not gonna win in my ESPN fantasy league. The person I'm playing this week is like first place. She's 5-1.
Oh,
like it's not gonna happen.
It could be your day.
And on paper, I have a really good team, but I got Michael Thomas who hasn't played in 4 games because his toe hurts.
His toe hurts, yeah. Fucker.
There was a meme on Facebook where it was like I can't remember. I think it was like a Washington Redskins player or Commanders. Sorry,
Commanders. Commodores.
He got shot and missed 2 games. And Michael Thomas has a hurt toe and he's missed 4.
Yeah, and that dude that got shot came up like he did well.
Yeah,
it was a carjacking, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah, he did well. Like he came back and was like, boom, here we are. Like he's in it. It did well, and then you got that fuck. I seen Christian McCaffrey went to the 49ers.
God. And do you see what they gave up for him?
It wasn't like 4 or 5 picks.
Yeah. Like, I
Like
think they
it's
gave up like a first round, third, fourth, and fifth. Like,
holy shit.
holy. And then the Panthers are still getting offers. Like, they turned down 2 first round picks for one of their middle linebackers.
Let's be honest, they really don't have much to hold on to other than the few good players that they have left. I mean, they just let go of, one of the best
The,
white guys in the league.
one of their wide receivers throwing a hissy fit too. They threw him off the field last week.
They fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he went to the Cardinals, I think. Like the next day, I seen that they were in talks for it, and then I seen a notification that said, "Oh yeah, this dude's out of here." C.J. Anderson or whatever his name was, I don't remember.
Yeah.
He looked like the one Wayans brother from Don't Be a Menace. I'm like, oh, this fucking guy. I mean, good on that dude. Like, good on the interim coach to just be like, yeah, no, you're good, homie. See you later. Like they're definitely in rebuilding mode.
Oh, definitely. They listen. They haven't been the same since that Super Bowl with they played Peyton.
Yeah,
the Broncos.
Yeah, that's true.
They just don't know that ownership's pretty lousy too. Like they've had some good teams, and like they get to the cusp of being like great, and then it goes to shit.
Yep.
I mean, you go to a Super Bowl with Derek Anderson as your starting quarterback like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago. Like, come on, man.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, and then it's just hot dog shit for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wonder how my boy's doing. Old Johnny. He's probably living it up right now.
It's probably snorting lines right now to get his morning started.
He's getting
He literally woke up 15 minutes ago.
He's getting a hand gibber from the waitress at IHOP or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Johnny. He got offered to meet up with the same waitress he met last night, but he goes to see the waitress this morning, and she's got like a lazy eye and shit.
Oh yeah, just real fucked. But good for him,
Yeah, good for him.
He's out there living the dream. Somebody's dream.
So yeah. He's already blown through all his NFL money.
Oh yeah,
he's living off of daddies.
Yeah, he's gonna start doing commercials and shit for stupid things, Camp Lejeune or I don't know. Something.
Hey, listen, can you imagine if they take cocaine off of the off that class? It was a class 1.
Class 1, yeah.
He'd be living it up.
Wow.
Spokesperson out in Colorado. That'd be first place because that's going to be the first place that's like, oh yeah, we'll sell it.
You could do blow here, it's fine.
Yeah, like $30 a vial.
Yeah, fucking. Oh man, a lawless society. That's where we're heading. I like it.
They got those heroin camps up in like Washington.
That is true.
We want you to inject safely.
I wish every state was modeled after Washington and how they're doing things.
Oh yeah, beautiful state, terrible people.
Yeah, just shitty.
Ronnie could tell us more.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on here to talk about his endeavors. Oh, our very own Hat Marger, water inspector, was on TV for his job.
No,
inspecting water meters and stuff. So I look forward to finding the clip online and watching it. We could say, hey, I know that guy.
Everybody's favorite water inspector.
Yeah. He's out here doing big things.
Yep.
I like it.
Laying pipe and turning water off.
Yeah, that's what he does best.
So. Speaking of water, I think it was like Thursday. I go out. I'm at work, and I go out. We're next door to a FedEx, and we usually go to them to get like wooden pallets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we go out the other side of the building, and it's like it had just rained, but then we hear like water running in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, that's weird. It's like there's like a fucking flood. And I go, we go over, and it's like it's running water. I can hear water just free flowing throughout the whole lot. And we go, there's like a water main break.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I take a picture and a video, and the water must have like piled up a lot over a few hours because the section of pavement that it's under like bubbled up. It looked like a fucking speed bump for about 5 to 6 feet.
Shit!
And it's just coming out. And then we walk like 10 feet down, and there's another break. Like it's coming out of another section of the parking lot. And I'm like, fuck, man. They had to shut the water off. We come back out the next day. They had the water shut off, or later on in the day, the water was shut off, and there was like a fucking hole about 6 feet deep.
Damn.
In the pavement. I'm like, man, holy shit.
That's fucking wild.
Cars were all like were driving through it. I was like, hey man, that could have been bad.
Fuck yeah.
It was the gnarliest thing. People didn't know the water was shut off. All the toilets were all backed up with shit. And I went back in, turned everything on.
Oh,
no, it was so bad. Well, luckily the industrial part gave us Porter Johns, but it was not in time. Not in time.
Didn't quite make it.
Nobody realized that the water wasn't running. I don't know how nobody realized there wasn't any water in the toilet after the last flush. So, like,
they just said, "Fuck it, we're going anyway."
Nasty ass fucking.
That's terrible. All right, I'm gonna go enjoy some of this breakfast, Strata.
All right. So for Brandon Parks, I am Josh Tenney. This was the Guys Weekend Podcast. Good night.
Toodaloo.